Hi, my name is Doug Jones. I used to teach a sales course called Sales Magic Success, and I really enjoyed sales. I had fun teaching. It was just a great time. Now, over the past few years, I've been a mortgage broker, actually been a mortgage broker for 50 years, been a realtor for 30 years, been a magician for 30 years. I do a lot of things, but everything has to do with sales. And I got interested in sales, I think back in college. I was pumping gas. And what was really interesting, we're pumping gas. Now, this was way back in the late 60s, but I'm pumping gas, and this was a high volume gas station. We would pump, we'd have 8 islands across. Cars could be back 10, 12 cars sometimes. And the people would come in those days, you wash the windows, you check the air in the tires, you check the oil, and we were selling a lot of gas, more than anybody in the county, but we were not selling oil. So customers drive up, we check the oil, you're 2 quarts down. What do you have? This kind here. Now the oil can didn't have a name on it. It was just a yellow can. This kind here. How much is it? 40 cents. I don't want it. In those days, the most expensive oil was Mobil oil. It cost $1.20 per quart. So the manager did something I thought was foolish and stupid, but brilliant. I mean, it worked out to be brilliant. He raised the price of that oil to $1.20. Same guy drives in, check his oil. You're 2 quarts down. What do you have? This here. How much is it? $1.20. Put 2 quarts in. Now that really got me thinking about sales, and maybe that might be one of the reasons I got into sales my whole life. But sales is really interesting and fascinating. I'm going to do these little videos because sometimes we just need a shot in the dark. Or, yeah, that's good. A shot in the dark. No, a shot in the arm to get ourselves motivated again and to just that's all we need, just a little push sometimes. And that's what I hope these videos do. But I read something also in a book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. I think that's the way he says his name. But anyway, that book, and one of the first examples he gives is of a tourist shop in Arizona, and the owner was selling this turquoise jewelry. It wasn't selling. No matter what she did, she located different places to store. She put big signs, small signs. It wasn't selling. And she went on vacation, and she wrote a note for her assistant to cut the price of the turquoise in half. Well, she was on vacation, and the assistant manager made a mistake. Instead of cutting it in half, she doubled the price. She didn't know how to do math, so she doubled the price. The owner of the store comes back, and she was amazed that all the turquoise jewelry had been sold. So there's more things going on in sales, and I've read that most salespeople are concerned about the sales price of what they're selling. Realize it's in the mind of the customer, and if you want to sell more, you got to sell yourself more. I took a class one time. The fellow walked in dressed to a T. About 200 people in the audience. He looked and said, "Stand up." Everybody stood up. He goes, "I wouldn't do business with anybody in here." He was the best dressed person in the room. Now, I'm not particularly a well-dressed person, but if you want to increase your sales, that might be one of the first things you look at in this new age, because we're in a different casual age. I'm in California, but things are changing, and when things get tough, you got to go back to what worked before. So my name is Doug Jones. I'm going to be putting these videos. They're going to be on youtube.com at Sales Magic Success, and my Facebook is Sales Magic Success. Have fun selling.